The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A 3-yard loss.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He got 29 yards that time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began that, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now Carr again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Ulrich. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Back up.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they will rally and stop him short of first down. Again to the ground at the 26. Carr going to go on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Carr now on 1st down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With time Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Oh, man, partner, this is something quarterbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
ETN up the middle. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run with Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Etienne once more. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Lawrence going to keep it, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Up and good for Santoso. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. It's an interesting call there to take the 3, and I guess you're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Carter's throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw here. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they will take a knee here. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy.